I've sent 2,761 messages and 21 streams. Considering of all of those donations that were so helpful at the worst of times, I'm not surprised by that, Mr. Warhead. I'm thinking about buying Cold Hunter Tommy. Well, let's go hop over to here. Cold Hunter Thompson. Let's get a good look at this. And what do we see? Perfecto. scmm.app. And, well, when you look at all of the third-party sites, what do we see here? There's not too many on all of the other... Well, there's 31 there. It's 31 there, 17 there. All right, well, there's quite a lot. But then again, how many of them are circulation? 36,000. It's not too bad, is it? You know what? More specifically, look at the likes of... let's go over to here. Thompson. Cold Thompson, is that going to do it? Yep, there you go. Perfect. So there's 138 quantity on the Steam market. On average, every Rust skin usually has 100 quantity, so this has a little bit more, but considering there's like 37,000 of these in circulation, shouldn't be too, hard to realise that there's going to probably be a fair bit more there. However, the main thing that we are concerned about is looking at the quantities. And what you see here, it's all just 2, 2, 3, 1, 1, 1, 3, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 5, 1, 2, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. There's no resistance here, no problems whatsoever. If there were to suddenly be a sudden increase in demand, what do you think happens to this? This could easily go up in price. And you know what? Tends to happen every single year. So when you look at the likes of the past, what do we see at the old listings, the old sales? Here we go. So lowest point at the very beginning of October back in 2021? Yeah, so what's that? Just about $2.50, $2.60 there. And then post-Christmas, what does it go up to? About $5, so it doubles in price. Very nice. Last year, what did we see? Lowest point was around the very end of October, so that's about just over $3 there. And then post-Christmas time, it went all the way up to about $8. Very, very nice. So, yeah, there's definitely a lot of opportunities. And, well, weird thing is this year it's gone at a much lower price. As you can see, it's just been going down. But has it already reached its lowest price point? That's the main thing. And that's something we could discuss a little bit more. Yes, probably. So this was let's just see here, about $2.70 here. But at the current price, what it is now, what's it selling for? It's selling for just over $3. So maybe this has already reached its lowest price point. So the main thing that we just saw there is, if you look at this, is what appears to be the very lowest point, and then you can start to see it trickle upwards. Now, I actually talked about this a little bit earlier, didn't I? If we just quickly hop over... Yeah. Because I actually made this a little bit earlier. The hamster rock, which we could take a look at in a second. Basically, it looks like it's already reached its lowest point as well. Lowest price point, and maybe, just maybe, now it's likely to just keep gradually rising in price through to January 2024. So basically, we're going to go through the rest of October, November, December. It's just going to keep gradually increasing in price, and then January 2024 is probably going to reach its peak price. Maybe it'll double in price overall from here. Who knows? Why don't we go take a look at it? Just get a much better analysis. So, looking at this hamster rock, and looking at this, what do we see? Currently, right now, $2.59, only 93 on the Steam market. Now, we should also point out 104 have sold today. Maybe to the highest buy order, or more likely, because it's only trending upwards, as you can see from here, it's most likely being bought out. All right, it's most likely being bought out. Now, you might sit there and say, oh, so there's clearly demand. Well, it might be someone who's buying it out to try and make it appear to be more valuable. But again, what we should do is look at all the quantities. So loads of people ask me this: how can you be able to do that? I'm using an extension called Steam Inventory Helper, so it allows me to see a whole lot more, and it's very valuable because I can see there's next to no resistance, no big fat quantity walls that could potentially cause problems. So yeah, get a good look at that, and yeah, well, there's a very decent chance that if this just slowly keeps getting picked at, if these listings do disappear, it's very likely to go all the way up to maybe about $4. Do you reckon that could happen? Do you reckon there is enough demand for the hamster rock where it could potentially go up to $4 around January 2024 time? I'm not ruling out the possibility, but what I should also point out is, if it starts to gain a lot of momentum, a lot of traction, people will probably notice, and they'll be like, oh damn, I've got 10 hamster rocks. Time to unload all of them on the Steam market. So do be aware of that. And if you are one of those people, don't list them all in one go. List 3 at a time. Sell them. Let the momentum keep riding upwards. Ride the wave. Don't try and stop it. I keep saying it all the time, but People don't listen. So yes, judging by what we could see right here, that does appear to be its lowest point, and that's very easy to notice right there. Zoom in a little bit more. It's now starting to go up. Will it just keep trending upwards? Maybe, but maybe it'll just probably reach the point that it's selling for around August time. Maybe it'll go even further beyond. I'm thinking further beyond based on what I can see here. So we do have other pet rocks though, don't we? We recently had the likes of the pug rock. You know what? I could talk about pug rock because that's also another good thing to talk about. Because there's like hardly any of them on the Steam market. There's only 54. So again, here's another rock. Don't you just love him? He's all slobbery and ugly and weird looking. Anyway, only 54 on the Steam market. $2.07. We are aware that there's other pug skins. There very likely could be even more pug skins if Ideal, the skin creator, keeps making more. I do recall he made like sheep matador and stuff. I think he stopped recently, but he might go back to it because he made like a random squirrel skin. Anyway. Yep, just get a good look at all of this. There's a 9 there, but yep, it's just 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. It could potentially go up higher and higher. But looking at it right now, it did go down a fair bit, but it's not really like crashing. It's just kind of stable. It's not really going anywhere. Well, by default, with post-Christmas time, you tend to see every single Rust skin go up in price. Now, increase in demand, increase in price, because we tend to see a whole lot more people playing the game around then. All the kids and the college students have gone back to school and college, and, you know, December time, we'll see them all return, and what they're going to do in their spare time? Play games, play Rust, and, well, with all the people returning, we are expecting the likes of an increase in demand for the skins and, of course, an increase in price. Now, what also we should point out is, of course, Christmas money, because, you know, give me money. I don't want things, I just want money. Kids, they don't want toys anymore. What's going wrong? Well, they want to be able to buy whatever they want, and, well, maybe it's going to be Rust skins. So, things are looking somewhat okay. Now, someone earlier did mention the likes of, how would you pulled up at my border? Can you explain? How would you pulled... You need to reword that, I'm afraid. That's a little bit... How... You need to reword that. I can't understand what you're saying there. Someone did mention ghillie suit earlier. Ghillie suit. Because unfortunately, we never saw the continuations, did we? We did not see the continuations like a good month ago. This was selling for about $7. Now it's selling for half that. There was a lot of anticipation, a lot of hope that this was potentially going to turn into a nice collection with hoodie and pants and tier 3 and tier 2 armor. It didn't happen. Awkward. But we need to look at what's there. So right now, unfortunately, there's a big fat wall, 43. But there's also something that needs to be addressed because this has already reached a low point. If we look at its sales history, look at that. You might not be able to instantly notice it, but it's been trending downwards for, as I said, over the past month. But the lowest point is right here. It's actually like here. It's like $2.50 right there. But then it started to increase in price. Now, it hasn't really moved that much, and that's something I should kind of point out. But there's also another thing that's happened, and that is this buy order over here. Someone came in, bought out some stock. So it just a few days ago, the lowest point that this was at, it was selling for like $2.50 apparently. But then this appeared. And, well, do you reckon this is going to go any lower than $3.50? Unlikely. Things are looking pretty good. So someone actually asked, is it okay to probably sell right now? Well, I'm being honest with you. No, because it's October and it's usually the worst time to sell. But if you're wanting to buy these, you probably want to do it around now because it looks like we've already reached the lowest point and it doesn't look like we're going to go any closer to that lowest point ever again for a while because this big fat buy order appeared. And it's also reminded me about the Sand Rhino. So let's get a good look at Sand Rhino because for some strange reason, I've just completely muddled up my brain now. I did like Pheno and then had to replace the R there. Hedge moment. Anyway, same thing. A lot of skins are very randomly getting these buy orders that are refusing to let a skin go down a certain price. This has quite a lot of listings, close to around $2.50, but nope. This buy order guy right here is ensuring that it doesn't go below a certain price. Now, there's a fairly decent chance that maybe they're going to try and manipulate the price after everything's all said and done. We shall see. But there's definitely a nice thing behind that where this is very likely going to be in demand because Desert Raiders Tier 3 is just too expensive. Whereas for the likes of the face mask of Sand Rhino and the chest plate, well, that's only $5 for the pair. And yeah, maybe that's going to have a pretty good future ahead of it as a budget alternative. But yep, same buy orders right there, and it never really had a low point. It's always just been stable, all based on that buy order that we had right there. So yeah, how do you put a buy order for the Christmas rug? Please show. All right. Well, first of all, I would have done that a lot earlier this year, but again, we'll take a look because learning from the past, what do we see? Well, I should put Christmas rug. Oops. Should be a little bit more specific. Because, yeah, learn from the past and you can identify lowest price points as well. Ah, come on. It's not Christmas rug, you fool. It's Rustmas Rug. No, not really. I'm having a moment, I am. I'm having a moment. I'm also really hot. Right. Okay, so this is pushing up to about $16 now. Am I correct? Oh, no, 15. Huh. I got that a little bit wrong, unfortunately. So, yeah, this is now just under $15, only 33 in the Steam market. And when you look at sales history, you can see how it's just basically trending upwards. As time goes on, it just keeps going higher and higher and higher. Let's specifically look at the past 2 years. All-time high price back in what? December 2021? Yeah, that was about like $18, $19. And then last year, it reached up to about $25. And at the moment, as you can see, it just keeps trending upwards. But I've said this many times, when it comes to like Christmas skins, you will probably want to buy them around February or March time. Yeah, that's when everything starts to cool off, because you should understand, when it's not Christmas, well, people don't exactly want to use a Christmas theme skin during the year, do they? So I'm sure you can understand that. It really does cool off and reach a low point around February, March time, and then it just keeps going up and up and up and up and up and up and up. So more specifically, Mr. Night Knight, you're now asking, okay, I want to get involved in this. Should I put down a buy order? I'm going to be brutally honest with you. I'm fully expecting this Rustmas Rug to reach an even higher price this December. You honestly could just buy them. You honestly could just buy them. Like trying to put down a buy order, what's the difference? Like you could just put the highest price. That's all you can do, mate. That is all you can do. Because as I basically pointed out, you've missed out on the lowest price point. It's not going to be a case of, is there a strategic way in being able to put down a buy order and somehow get them for cheaper? No, not really. Not now, because the demand keeps increasing because we're getting ever so closer to December, Christmas time. It's not too hard to understand that. So, yeah, you're just going to have to try and either consider buying them and actually grab them some stock or just go the highest buy order and cross your fingers and hope people want to sell to you. But other people here who are trying to grab them for the highest price are probably going to remove their buy order and then put theirs above yours. So, new dollars? What do you mean by new dollars? He used the Steam funds, new dollars. I have no idea what you're about. Hedge, why do you put buy orders instead of buying things from CS deals and whatnot? I don't deal on third-party sites, I'm afraid. I stick with just doing stuff on the on Steam market. I can't trust trying to trade with other people because other people tend to be horrible and try and scam you and whatnot. It's unfortunate, but it is what it is. Maybe one day I'll just jump in and learn everything in third party and then probably sell everything, because I'm not just invested into likes of Rust. I've got TF2 stuff, Counter-Strike stuff and Rust stuff, so I've got a lot of valuables hidden away and I have to make a decision on that, wouldn't I? But yeah, I'm sure a lot of you kind of get the idea now. Just look at many skins and try and get a good idea of have they already reached their lowest point. Are they already starting to trend upwards? Here's the Whiteout face mask, usually always on the front page of the Rust Steam market. How's this holding up at the moment? And well, yeah, ever since those Whiteout boots, we had a massive surge in demand. But, autumn fall seasonal dip is full in effect over here. But have we already reached the lowest point? It looks like we have. So, yeah, around here, it's like $6.50, $7. And then it's just basically pushing back up to $8 here. So, yeah, I get the feeling the lowest price point has already happened. So we saw a lot of low price points last year happen around the end of October, but for this year, it's looking like it's happening mostly during the beginning of October. What about Forest Raiders? That would be a good shout. Forest Raiders, so right now this face mask is currently selling for just short of $10, but the current price, okay, yeah, well, it's just going up and up and up and up and up, but more specifically, it was trending downwards, and it seems to have stagnated in terms of it's not exactly going any further down, but rather starting to normalise. And yeah, even this is looking like it's stopping going down. It's just kind of chilling out. Maybe it's going to start slowly, gradually going back up in price again. So yes, this is another skin that also looks like it's reached its lowest price point. Now again, yeah, if you bought, earlier this year, it would have been a whole lot better. I can see that, but things change with valuable skins. They elevate, they reach new high price points, and they rarely go down any lower than a certain point. And it looks like with this, it looks like it's not going to go any lower than $9 now. And then next year, it might be $12. And then the year after that, maybe $20. They just become more and more valuable because the demand just keeps increasing. And if you've seen the state of Forest Raiders, well, it's very expensive, isn't it? Because there's tons of demand for green camouflage. There you go. Twitch Rivals definitely exacerbated the problem with this, though. When everybody was using it, and it got to the point where they had to ban it because everybody was using it. Yeah, that's definitely going to advertise it being a very good collection, isn't it? So right now, all of this $164 or $165 if you want to kind of round it up. So yeah, but would you put up a buy order now? Doesn't matter with the item. I'm thinking more about the video we explain buy orders. Well, it depends on the time of the year as well, Mr. Night King. Like I said, the type of skin that you're considering is something I would have already buy ordered. It would have been something I already made a purchase, like I've made in many instances. Quickly over to here, yeah. We already talked about this earlier a little bit. I've already got most of my Christmas stuff. So Santa, Christmas, I always know, and I've learned this because, for experience and whatnot, you can pick these up during the year at a much cheaper price because, as I was alluding to earlier, when it's not Christmas, why would anybody want to have Christmas skins? They will get, flogged on the Steam market. I no longer need this. I'm going to go grab some money whilst I still can. And usually the lowest price point is around February and March time. So, yeah, that is a long-term investment consideration for you from now on. Consider putting down a price. Now, again, how might we want to approach that? Well, maybe Christmas Gang hoodie and pants might be a good shout to learn from this. So, I'm not on my browser with the thing. So let's just go here, Christmas Gang, and yeah. So, if you're thinking more in the long term, this is basically how I approach it. So right now, $2, very nice. It's going to keep going up in price. It's probably going to maybe stop around $3, maybe like last year. Maybe it'll go even higher. But the main point is, yeah, you can kind of see that there's always a low point around here, February, March. And then, well, actually, it went a bit lower last year in July, but that was a bit weird because of Antwerp 2022. But anyway, there's still a very low point here, February time. And this year, again, January into February. So let's just look at that. And in your currency, you're going to have to figure this out because you don't want to look at my pound sterling here. You've got to go through all of these skins yourself, see the lowest point it was at previously, and put a buy order close to that. So in my currency, it's 96 pennies there. Maybe I'll do a buy order of 85 pennies. Maybe that's what I'll do. But I believe trying to figure it out, I think 96 pennies my currency right now is probably just short of about $1.20. So yeah, so if $1.20 is its lowest point, based on what I see here, maybe I'll do a buy order of $1.05 or $1.10. Try and get them a fair bit cheaper. You don't want to accidentally have everything dumped onto you. Or maybe that's totally fine. If you've got the money to spend, it's all, it's fine. But you have to hold on to them for a very long time because you have to wait until December all over again. So yeah. And what's the plugin that extends the buy orders? As Mr. They Live has already mentioned, Steam Inventory Helper allows me to see a whole lot more, and it's very valuable. And from what you can see here, you can understand why I don't think the likes of this Christmas Gang hoodie and pants is going to easily go up to $3 because, well, people keep building up walls. There's resistance here. It's not going to easily go up in price. There will be demand for it. Oh, yes, there will. But if people keep adding more and more and more big fat quantity walls, it's going to reach to a halt, and then it probably can't go any higher. And then from there, it's just going to go backwards. It's going to start falling backwards. Oh, no. So, yeah, this is why I always say don't buy too many of one Christmas skin. Just buy a reasonable amount. You have to understand it can be a struggle to try and sell them all. And I've seen some people who watch me who's bought 200 garage doors of things and whatnot. I'm like, what are you doing? You got to try and sell all of that. So it's a little bit awkward. It is a little bit awkward. So yeah, there's plenty of things out there that you can try and attack, But yeah, put a little bit of effort in now. October is the best time to jump in and buy in. You know, just make sure you've got enough money to work with and whatnot. But yeah, October is the best time. Try and see all of those skins that have reached their lowest price points. And you know what? By default, you probably might have just missed out, maybe just by a few days, in getting them at their cheapest. Doesn't matter. By default, all Rust skins will be at a much higher price in just a few months' time in January 2024. All right? So January 2024 should be the best time to sell all of your skins. And I say that pretty much every single year. Wait till January. Wait till post-Christmas. That is the best time to sell your skins. Loads of people return to play the game. Loads of people have Christmas money to spend. All prices go up. That's it's as simple as that. All right, then. So, okay, you want to know how to set a buy order? Buddy. Night. Oh, wow. You've definitely appeared at one of the worst times to ask about that. You've got a lot to learn. I mean, it's not too hard. You just put down buy, and then you set a price that you want to offer. For example, if I wanted to approach this Whiteout face mask, at the moment it seems to be selling for, as we've already mentioned a little bit earlier, just short of $8. But you know what? I don't want to immediately bet it for I don't want to buy it for $8. Maybe I want to offer $6.50, I still expect this to go at a higher price, but maybe Whiteout's not the best. It's maybe a little bit too expensive. We could probably hop back to the likes of what was a good skin that we mentioned earlier? Hamster Rock. Yeah, let's go do that. Hamster Rock. So yeah, I've already tweeted this earlier. I've already mentioned how it looks like it's only going to keep going up in price. So let's look at this right now. $2.50 almost. It's got a few stragglers, but overall next to no resistance. Could easily go up in price. And the highest buy order right now is, only $1.95. The closest big fat buy order, we got 10 there, 14 there, 158 is, 50 there. So looking at this, I'm feeling confident based on what I've seen with the lowest price point right there. Already, it's already come and gone. I'm under the impression that this probably will just keep trending up in price. Based on what I see here with next to no resistance, I think it shouldn't be too much of a problem. So maybe I'll just put down a $2 buy order. But in my currency, that's going to be like, it's going to be like 164, I think. So I'll just do this, buy. Go over to here. I don't want to buy them for £2. I want to buy them for 164. And you know what? I'll probably request like 40. Place my buy order. It's as simple as that. It's as simple as that, all right? So that's all you're going to do. And is that $2? Oh, it's just short. Oh, currencies are definitely changed. Oh no. Oh, that must mean 165 is $2 now. Well, that happens all the time. So you've got to figure things out with your own currency and whatnot. And yeah, this is from Steam Inventory Helper again. So the more you know. And yeah, hamster. He's all fat and wrinkly. Look at him. So no, don't dump it. Right. You fool. Oh no, it broke. Wait, remove the buy order. It's gone. You can't get me now. Right, cool. So, yeah, just look for those low price points and attack. That's all you can really do. So, that's that. Okay, cool.